Hey Virgos, welcome back. I'm here with your May 23rd through the 30th reading. I've already pulled your oracle cards. Just a reminder, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because it's for someone else. Also, all of my readings are for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, so you might want to check out your other videos, your other signs, and see what's happening in those videos. Also, if you'd like to be notified of when your weeklies, monthlies, bonuses, anything comes out, like and subscribe to the channel, and that should at least show up in your feed when new stuff comes out. All right, let's get to it. We have Three of Wands, Pause, Soulmate, and Balsamic Moon, a time for healing. So overall, I feel like you are calling in someone, but before you can call in a soulmate or bring in a soulmate or manifest your soulmate, whatever it is, I feel like you're just kind of taking a minute. You know, you're pausing for a minute. Like here, these two cards definitely look like they go together. It's like she's just taking a minute to look out, you know, kind of decide which direction she's going in. You know, kind of decide what she wants. It doesn't matter if you're him or her or whatever. When I say him or her, I'm going by what I see in the card. I'm not saying that's your energy or their energy, so apply it to your situation however. But really, I just see this week as a big pause for you. Not in a bad way or delaying progress or anything like that. But I see overall you're taking some time to kind of take stock, figure out where you want to go, heal, you know, make sure you've completely healed from whatever you're moving on from, whatever you're leaving, because, you know, if you're going to be going out somewhere, obviously you're leaving something behind. This card is actually a little reminiscent of the Fool card to me, except this isn't a leap of faith that's being taken. It's kind of planning ahead, looking ahead, taking a minute to figure out which direction you're going, not just blindly stepping off a cliff. So, wouldn't be surprised if this week doesn't seem like a lot is happening on the outside or exterior to you, but I do feel like some things are going to be kind of falling into place on the inside for you, all right? I do like what I'm seeing, so let's get into your general Virgo. Virgo. May 23rd through the 30th. Virgo, May 23rd through the 30th. Virgo. May 23rd through the 30th. One more. All right, Virgo. May 23rd through the 30th. What is Virgo's focus, obstacle, advice, and most likely outcome for the week ahead? Please and thank you. Virgo, your first reading, your oracle cards seem so peaceful. This does not feel very peaceful to me. We have the Nine of Wands here, but I'm glad to see this side of the Nine of Wands versus this side. Here, I feel like you're finally willing to accept help. Okay. You know, you're kind of, you're letting your guard down. You're letting the walls down. You're starting to let, oh, there went all my cards. Let things in. Funny, there in one of these cards that fell, there's a lot of them, but the Seven of Swords was there. So you're finally letting your guard down, okay? You're starting to let things in, let people in around you. Just kind of, like I said, trying to break down the walls, okay? Seven of Swords here. Let's see what the Seven of Swords is here for before I go talking about it. Why is the Seven of Swords here as Virgo's focus? Why is... Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's good. This is good. Okay, so anything that you haven't felt like that's been on the up and up, maybe felt like someone's been shady around you. It doesn't mean that they have been. It just means that's how you felt. That's how it felt on your end. Like, it's like, what are they doing? Like, I don't understand. How is this, you know, how is this helpful to anybody? But, you know, it's actually kind of hurtful towards me. But either way, you're trying to move on. You're trying to move past it. You're no longer really willing to argue with this person, okay? Or situation. You're just not, you know, whoa. Let's see what they are since it's two and they flipped out. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. So the Four of Wands. You're still hurt by it though. You know, I still see the Four of Wands here as your obstacle. It flew out with the Ten of Swords. However, I feel like you're trying to heal from it, but with it popping out, the same card's kind of popping out here. Don't really see a reunion either, okay? But what I was saying here before that kind of interrupted, you're not really, well, even here, you're not even really willing to revisit this, okay? Not really, you're not really willing to revisit this or revisit, you know, all these knives in your back and what they did. I feel like you're not even giving it your energy anymore. You've kind of taken down this wall here around you and you're like, yeah, that happened. You know, I had a whole lot of swords in my back. Someone might have put them there. Someone might have screwed me over. And you know what? It doesn't matter because what's done is done. It can't be undone. And fighting about it is not getting me anywhere. It's sure as hell not going to let me move on from this situation. All right. So I'm not revisiting it. I don't see you giving this any energy this week. All right. Your focus is moving on, not being trapped back. But then we have the Four of Wands here again in your obstacle. I feel like, okay, Virgo, this is where you are. I feel like this is where you are as far as the whole coming back together, revisiting the situation, whatever it is, you know, whatever it is. I see it kind of like trying to come back. Maybe it feels like it kind of, whatever, I can't say it because it could be a person, it could be a situation, whatever. It just feels like it can sense you letting down your walls, letting down your guard. And so it's almost like it almost like, well, let's come try and revisit this and see if we can stir the pot a little bit more, or maybe reconcile, maybe, you know, who knows what their real intentions are. But you know, you're not giving it, you're not even reassessing the situation. Okay. You're not spending any energy on the situation. You're not spending any energy on a reunion or coming together or revisiting this. It's like you have clarity with the Queen of Swords here, how I'm reading it for this particular situation with these cards is like you're only looking forward. You're only planning ahead. You're only thinking about your future. All right? You're not giving any energy to this thing in the past, to this being stabbed in the back. And this is your obstacle. Okay? This is your obstacle. So, either some of you are having a hard time doing this, you know, just moving forward, just looking forward, just planning ahead, not really giving this any energy, but I feel like you're not wanting to, okay? So for a small part of you, I feel like, you know, you don't want to revisit this. You don't want to get any more information. You just want to think about the future. And then for others of you, I feel like if with this being in your obstacle, you're being a bit stubborn about it, okay? So if it's in your obstacle, you may need to go back and reassess it. And well, no, I'm going to scratch that. 100% you need to go back and reassess it. All right, because you have the Six of Cups here in your advice. Virgo. I don't even really know what to do with this card. So I'm going to lay it like that because it came out one way, but it didn't quite turn around. I'm going to pull another card, though. Because what you want and what you need to do are two different things, okay? Your advice is kind of telling you the opposite of what you want to do. What you want to do is stop fighting, stop being in the conflict, stop getting screwed over, stop getting all these knives in your back, and just move the hell on away from this situation. You don't want to revisit it at all. You've taken your guard down, you put your walls down, and now it's like, but your advice is like, not yet. Nope, you need to revisit the situation. Maybe say goodbye to it. We're going to pull some more clarifiers with this Five of Cups coming out the way it did. But you kind of need to revisit the situation. You need to look back on it. Possibly just so if there's some negative energy lingering, you can kind of work through it, is really what I'm feeling here. So you can kind of go back. Might be that you do need to learn something about what happened. It really wasn't as malicious or manipulative as you thought coming from their end. You might need to learn that so you don't go forward holding a grudge, okay? But definitely maybe some issues you need to work through. Like, I feel like for the most part, you've pretty much moved on, pretty much been able to work through your emotions, but there's still a few lingering ones left, okay? Don't make any offers. Look at this. It's almost like a triangle. Don't make any love offers yet. It's almost time, just not, like I said, I feel like with these cards coming out as weird as they did, there's just a few things you need to work on. You're almost ready, but like I said, pause. Make sure you've dealt with this stuff. Make sure you've got your strength up. Could be a Leo you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be, though, or a water sign. But just make sure that you're not going to be bringing anything. Make sure you've gained your strength back from the situation, and make sure you're not going to be bringing any emotional baggage forward, because you might be dealing with the person from the past, but we'll see. You have Judgment here. Okay. Virgos. I'm right there with you. I can't fuss at you too much. Judgment in the reverse, the Devil. This is your most likely outcome, okay? You have the energy to change anything here you don't like. Any energy or outcomes that you see here that you don't like, you can change it. The tarot is not set in stone. You know, you have free will and you can make adjustments. However, with the Judgment here, I was gonna say, well, you finally get to make a decision, but you don't. You don't make a decision. Okay, I feel like you almost make a decision. You get this clarity. You're about to make a decision, and then bam, something from the past comes back, and you're back, and I don't know what to do. Some of you though, this was a toxic situation here. And I feel like you don't choose to go to it. You don't choose. You do make a choice. You do get clarity, and you do see that it was toxic, and you decide not to choose with it. You decide not to choose it, and you move forward in your own thing. Some of you, I feel like it kind of comes back. It might not look as toxic as it did. Not sure anything's changed in it though. But whatever is different about it, it's like it makes you second guess your decision. It's almost like as soon as you make a decision, because I would say it's like you made a decision to release this toxic relationship, but then you have the judgment coming out again in the reverse. So I feel like you make a decision to release this, but then it's like, maybe I don't. So a bit of indecision here with this. Virgo, don't rush anything. You don't rush anything anyways. You got a lot of... I don't think you got a lot of unresolved things, because I feel like you have done a lot of work, or else you wouldn't have been able to put down this... put down your guard anyways. And, you know... You definitely wanted to release this conflict. You didn't really care anymore if it was fair, what happened. You just wanted to release it. But I feel like it comes back. There's still something with the Four of Wands coming in the reverse and it being your obstacle. There still may be something you need to learn. What was your reading last week? Let me find it. This is why I title my videos, so I can go back and see what the hell is going on the last week. There's still something you don't know. Okay. Well, you might find it out this week. Okay. So I guess we kind of have a continuation going of last week's Virgo. I'm right there with you. I'm Virgo for Venus, and I'm Virgo for my sun sign. So yeah, I get it. Virgo, love. Let's do love. Love, May 23rd through the 30th. If that was all about love in your general reading, maybe we can get some more insight into it. May 23rd through the 30th. If this resonates with you, leave a comment and let me know. I'll probably try and do a bonus reading for y'all. I need to try and do a bonus reading for Aquarius too. Y'all had rough readings today. So let me know in the comments what kind of reading you want. You want like a more in-depth love reading, maybe a he said, she said type of thing, or you want to just focus on general or healing. Like, let me know in the comments what kind of bonus you would like to see. Because so far, Aquarius had a really rough reading. Not like rough, but just all over the place. And I left it confused. I'm a little confused with your reading. So I'm going to try and go in there and hopefully clarify it a little bit with some bonus readings for y'all this weekend. So just let me know in the comments what kind of reading you'd like. Alrighty. Virgo, love, May 23rd through the 30th. Recent past, current energy, and the week ahead. Please and thank you. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. All right, so find some passion again. Recently, recent past, you were feeling stuck, out of balance, losing patience, but you did lose the burden. You dropped the burden. Current energy, Sometimes the current energy helps me see what happened. Yep, you're still dealing with something from the past. 6 of Cups here. In the reverse, your advice was go back and kind of work through that. So your current energy is not really able to move on from something. Maybe even holding a grudge. Not really feeling inspired to start anything new. Could be with this person in the past, but it could be just in general. Definitely not feeling very passionate about much right now on the love front. So maybe you need to try and find some way to bring some more passion into your life. Still feeling bad about the situation, still missing them, but I don't feel like you're willing to open any communication with them either. See what's happening. Definitely not gonna Virgo. 8 of Pentacles, not willing to work on the situation at all. That's kind of coming back from your first reading. You're done with it. You're not willing to put any more work or energy into the situation. But at the same time, Queen of Pentacles, definitely Virgo energy there, I feel. Again, if the Queen of Pentacles, you know, it's almost like a Virgo card to me. Not quite as much as the Hermit, but still really up there. So definitely not feeling in your element yet, not feeling quite like yourself, not feeling as grounded as you're comfortable, you know, as you normally feel, as you normally are. But this cycle hasn't ended yet. Like I said, I feel like you make your general reading, your outcome, you know, with the Judgment, then the Devil, then the Judgment in the reverse. I feel like you made a decision to start moving forward. It came back and is still not able to move on from this. The good news is this is just a week. So, but yeah, you're not going to be putting any work into it, but you're not feeling like yourself either. So it's really hard. You're not feeling like yourself or grounded. So it's hard to start anything new, and you can't really move on from this either yet for some reason. I feel like it's more their energy than yours. Like it keeps coming back and you're like, damn it, I keep trying to make this decision to move forward and all of this other stuff, and here you are, keep bringing me right back to it. Like, don't you get it? I don't want to work on this anymore. I don't want to put any energy into it. Let's get some advice for my Virgos. May 23rd through the 30th. May 23rd through the 30th. Oh, and just so you know, this is a soulmate you're dealing with. That's why it came out in your general, you know, your first oracles. That's why soulmate is there. That's why I feel like you're having such a hard time actually not letting go of this, but getting away from it, okay? So let's get some advice for you. Advice from my Virgos. Advice from my Virgos. May 23rd to the 30th. Virgo, May 23rd through the 30th. Virgo, May 23rd through the 30th. And love, what advice do we have? 10 of Wands. Stop carrying everything on your back. Stop carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Try and get rid of some of those worries, okay? Ace of Wands, again, don't start anything new right now. Go deep, go down deep and figure out what it is you want. Figure out what your dreams are. Figure out what you want, okay? 4 of Wands in the reverse again. Maybe don't revisit the situation, okay? 6 of Pentacles. Just focus on yourself. Just focus on yourself with the 6 of Pentacles here. And the 9 of Cups, focus on your dreams. Focus on diving deep down within yourself and deciding what it is you want. That's going to help you find some passion to start something new, okay? just take a break from this. If whatever it is, if it keeps like trying to knock on your door or whatever, just keep ignoring it. Just keep ignoring it, whatever it is. And just work on yourself. Just focus on yourself, on releasing these burdens, releasing some worries, releasing some stresses. You don't need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Four of Swords. This is a good time to rest. Definitely a good time to rest. Recuperate, pause. I'm also reading pause from this. So it's a good time to just, again, kind of like a timeout. Like, I'm gonna go rest, recuperate. Like, I keep making progress, and here you keep messing it up. So I'm gonna go rest and do some inner work. Work on myself. Focus on myself. Find my passion to start something new again, and release all of this burden I'm carrying around, because I'm done. I'm over it. Virgo's really good at doing this too. Something's bothering us, so we just keep on piling on all this other stuff we can worry about, so we don't have to worry about what we need to worry about, type of thing. You know, like burying our emotions in our work or something. You know, we'd rather carry the weight of the world on our shoulders than have to deal with our emotions sometimes. And I feel like that's a little bit of what's happening here, but dive in deep and focus on what you want, your dreams, your goals. Just be a little selfish with your time, with your energy, what you're willing to give, your generosity right now, because you need to. I mean, you just kind of need to work on yourself right now, okay? You know, just take a time out, pause, rest, recuperate. You know, next week's going to be a completely different week. So we'll see. You know, yours is Thursday from Thursday too. So when I say week, you know, I mean Thursday through Thursday. But definitely, you know, who knows? Come next Thursday, it might be go time. So you might need this rest time. All right. Well, you know, work through some things that, you know, so you can lighten your load and maybe even make room to deal with this. We'll see in your next week's reading, or the bonus reading that we pull. All right, Virgo, I hope you found something helpful here, and I will see you next week.